New head coach Henrik Rodel, who is obviously a big player for Germany as well. Germany without a couple of their NBA players. Dennis Schroeder, of course, he's not been released. The Atlanta Hawks man who led the way for them at Eurobasket just a couple of months ago. Dennis Schroeder, he's an incredible talent. And they're also without Daniel Theis as well of the Boston Celtics. So a couple of their big name guys aren't here, but still plenty of talent in this German roster that is more than capable of seeing them through this group. For those of you that don't know how the qualification campaign works, well, there's the first round, in which we're in at the moment, in 3 different windows. So we're in the first window now in November, the second window will be in February, and the third window of the first round will be in June next year. And after we get to the third window in June, the top 3 teams in the group, in each group, will advance through to the next stage, to the second round. And then at the end of the second round, the top 3 teams as well will advance through, and then we will know exactly who is going to be playing at the World Cup in 2019 in China. So the home side now being introduced to their faithful. And of course they're without one of their key men as well. As Jakob Poeltl, also an NBA man for the Toronto Raptors. He is unavailable. He was so key for Austria in their pre-qualifying campaign, which they had to try and negotiate before making it through to the qualifiers here. With Albania and the Netherlands, they were in the same group as, and they finished in 2nd position there, managing to finish ahead of Albania. But Jakob Poeltl, he averaged 20 points a game, 4.8 rebounds as well, so they're going to have to try and find someone else to step up on the offensive end to replace Jakob Poeltl. And the last man onto the floor for Austria, Carlos Novas Mateo. Another new man in charge of Austria as well, a former German assistant coach, Matthias Zollner. So 2 new coaches in charge of both Austria and Germany. And a decent crowd in as well to see this one. And we will just pause momentarily as we have both sides' national anthems. We will start with the Germans. So the national anthem's complete. As you can hear, the Austrian fans in good voice as well, early on, looking to try and spur their side on. So the two sides will just complete the last-minute formalities before we can get underway here. The other two teams in Group G, by the way, are already underway. Serbia against Georgia. They're just coming towards the end of the first quarter in that one. Serbia 18, Georgia 19 at the moment. So we'll keep you up to date with the scores in that one. Here are the referees then for today. Sergei Zastruk, Boris Krajcek and Ventsilav Velikov are the three officials. Three of the very best as well. So here is the Germany roster then. As I said, they are without Dennis Schroeder and Jürgen Theis, so they're going to have to try and do it without them today. But Robin Benzing comes into this one off the back of a big game last time out against Georgia. 25 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists Robin Benzing had, so they'll be looking for him to go big again. And also Mike Zerb there, the big centre, number 33. He had a big game, 17 points and 5 rebounds. But the youngster, Hartenstein, keep an eye out for him, number 55. He had 10 rebounds and 9 points against Georgia on game day 1. He's a young kid with a big, big future. And here is the Austria roster. And, well, as I said, they are without their key man as well, but they'll be looking to the likes of Racid Mahalbasic to try and do some damage on both ends of the floor. He had 15 points last time out, the number 24, 4 rebounds as well. And also Thomas Schreiner there, the number 5, he had 11 points, 8 assists as well against Serbia in that defeat. But yeah, it's going to be interesting today. Both teams, as I mentioned, are without some of their key players. So they're both going to have to try and find another way of going about things. And some other guys are going to have to step up. There is Henrik Rödel. He spent 11 years as a player for Alba Berlin in Germany. They actually retired the number 4 shirt when Henrik Rödel did step down eventually. Took over in September after being the assistant to Chris Fleming. And Matthias Zollner was once assistant coach of Germany back in 2013. Became the first ever coach to win the OBL Coach of the Year twice in a row as well. So he comes in with a good pedigree.
Deutschland with number 9, Carsten Taber, number 12, Ruby Fancy, number 19, Bastian Borat, number 27, number 20,
There was Danilo Bartel you just saw, and Mike Zerb.
Starting 5, Team Austria, number 5, Thomas Schreiner, number 19, number 13, Marvin Opensiedle, number 24, number 24, Rashid Mahalbasic.
Well, Racid Mahalbasic said that he believes Austria could be the next Iceland, with a few surprises in qualifiers, as Iceland, of course, have been one of the recent surprises in European basketball. They reached 2 straight FIBA Eurobaskets with incredible support, and Racid Mahalbasic sees no reason why Austria can't become the next Iceland. Quite incredibly, the last time that Austria did play at a Eurobasket was 1977, and they've never ever qualified for a World Cup. So it would be a venture into pastures new if the Austrians could get there. And it is Austria who control the opening tip. Straight into Mahalbasic, great pass and good penetration as well. And it's Lanega who makes the opening two of the game. Great little dish to him from Rashid Mahalbasic. And we're off and running. Here is Carsten Tada. Dorev, nice pass. Trying to go to work. He's got two white shirts all over him and loses the ball. Stolen in the end by Thomas Schreiner. Needs to prevent the backcourt violation. Last touch was off Mike Zerb, so Austria will keep hold of it. Still 18 seconds left on the clock. Moritz Lanegger again. Nice pass, Lanegger, lovely little dish, and Mahalbasic throws it down. Sharing the ball nicely in the early minutes. Here are the Austrians off to a nice start. Mahalbasic with 2 points and an assist already. So foul goes on Sebastian Koch. As Benzing lines up a three. And the German captain, Robin Benzing, is off to a nice start, trying to beat his 25 points on game day one. And Germany have stolen it again. Benzing throws it into Malik Zerb, throws it back outside. Good ball movement here by the Germans. Bartel, nice bounce pass, good defense by Austria. Out into the corner, completely open three, comes up short. And Thomas Schreiner eventually brings down the rebound for Austria. Plays his basketball at Atapuerca. Of course, the bucket won't count.
First personal foul, Johannes Thiemann, erstes Foul, Thiemann, Seite, Österreich.
So in comes Thomas Kleipetz. Thomas Schreiner again. 8 assists on game day one. Schreiner lines up a long three, no good. Rebound by Bastian Doreth. Zerb sets the screen, the three on the way by Benzing. Mahalbasic grabs the rebound. Mahalbasic out to the corner, decided to turn down the three, drives to the baseline, throws it back outside. Mahalbasic from miles out, no good. And the rebound was by Danilo Bartel. Now Bastian Dorev. Bartel throws it into Mike Zerb. Zerb, awful pass. Turns over and Thomas Kleipetz brings it away for Austria. And 26 years of age. Thomas Kleipetz, his older brother, Matthias, is also a pro. Did well to keep hold of it. Now Mahalbasic. Mahalbasic up against Zerb. May have to just go himself. Difficult left-hand hook shot. No good. The rebound by Danilo Bartel. Here's Robin Benzing again. Does well. Tries to use the glass. Can't get it, but offensive rebound. Germany have themselves another opportunity. Dorev with the jumper, which is good. And Germany have the lead 5 points to 4 after the opening 4 minutes here. Lovely fluent shooting motion by Bastien Doreth. Plays his basketball at Medi Beirut, who are in the Basketball Champions League this season. So Schreiner checks out. In comes Lanegger again. Difficult shot. And Mahalbasic did his best to try and grab the board, but will be German ball. Step back, throws the three, count it. And Germany beginning to find their stride. Another three knocked down, this time by Bastien Doreth. He's up to 5 points personal. And the steal now. And I thought it may be an unsportsmanlike called on Marvin Ogunsi, but just a foul. They've got away with one there. Is Bastien Doreth into Carsten Tada. Benzing out to the corner. It's good defense again, this by Austria, forcing the shot in the end, but it was a good one from Mike Zerb. Good patience shown by the Germans, waiting for their opportunity, waiting for the correct shot, not trying to force anything. Kleipets, the three is well off target by Marvin Ogunsi, and Germany back in possession. Zerb throws the mid-range two, no good. Rebound by Thomas Kleipets. Kleipets may have to go himself. Now Mahalbasic. Mahalbasic, great penetration, rejected by Bartel. The big right hand from Danilo Bartel, and now Benzing down the other end makes the two. And Germany have themselves an 8-point advantage. Great work on the defensive end by Danilo Bartel, and then Robin Benzing putting in the two down the other end, and it's a nice start for Germany. Timeout called. So Austria yet to make a shot from the outside, 0 from 3. Germany 2 from 4, 3 from 5 from 2-point range as well. So Germany just shooting the ball better all over the court. But nothing for Austria to be too concerned about just yet. They trail by 8, but still just over 4 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Lanegger. Lanegger again, the shot clock is down to 4. Lanegger, good penetration, and the finish was just off. Although Austria may keep it. No, last touch off Austria, back in the hands of Germany. It's a good opportunity that for, I think it was Davor Lamesic for the Austrians. 34-year-old who was actually born in Bosnia. Has played for Austria since 2008. Lovely bounce pass and manages to draw the foul. Also, Rados was just a little zealous in trying to get the block. So already a double-digit lead for the Germans, 14 points to 4. Here's Rados. Oh, lovely pass inside. He's got the defense all over him. Great defense as well from Germany. And now good transitional defense by the Austrians. Saibu throws up the little teardrop, can't get it to go. Last touch off Austria, and Germany will keep it.
Substitution Team Germany wechselt Deutschland das Spielfeld mit der Nummer 16 Robin Meeks.
Saibu throws it. 2, no good. Koch with the rebounds. Just over 2.5 to go in this opening quarter. So the foul goes on Johann Thiemann. Only 23 years of age. He was the German Pro A Young Player of the Year last year in 2016. Fairly highly rated. And they'll turn it over. Here will Austria. So things not quite going to plan in the early stages. Well, there is Isaiah Hartenstein, who is a very, very talented young kid. Plays in the NBA Development League, does Hartenstein for the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. Good penetration, what about that for a 2? And Germany just keep pouring it on. Here's Lamesic. Throws it into Rados. Rados looking to try to go to work. Difficult shot, rebound by Hartenstein. Now the fast break. Rejected, last touch was off Johann Thiemann though. And Austria will get it back. To Mahalbasic, throws it back outside. Lanegger had the opportunity to take the 3. Great pass, and Mahalbasic, just before the defense could get to him, puts in the 2. Well, he is the man. They are heavily reliant on Racine Mahalbasic. He plays for FIBA Basketball Oldenburg in Germany.
persönliches Foul, Nummer 34, Moritz Leiger. 5. Teamfoul, damit 2 Freiwürfe für die Gäste. 2 Shots, Team Germany.
So 2 shots for Isaiah Hartenstein. Only 19 years of age. He's the son of Florian Hartenstein, who was a former University of Oregon center, and his dad is an African-American. Met his mother in Germany while serving in the US military. Here is Mahal Basic again. Throws up the mid-range two, can't get it to go. Another miss and another opportunity here for Germany. And that'll be an offensive foul. So just over 60 seconds to go. Germany with a 10-point lead. And it's Moratti to inbound here for Austria. And the foul goes on Hartenstein. So his first. And a trip to the foul line with Germany now in the penalty. The message makes both from the line. Here is Saibu. Now Akpinar. Saibu again. Shot clock down to 3. Needs to get the shot away. Doesn't get the roll. Offensive rebound by Thiemann and a nice shot. Moritz Lanegger. Now the message. Strong defense, and they've managed to force a travel. So Germany with the opportunity to have the last possession of this opening quarter of the game, leading by 10. Not quite going Serbia's way in their game with Georgia, by the way. I think a lot of people perhaps expecting a bit of a blowout in that one. But a couple of minutes before half-time, Serbia 37, Georgia 37 in the other game in Group G. So a trip to the line for Ismet Akpinar. Only 22 years of age himself is Akpinar. He started his career in the Hamburg youth ranks. Made his debut in the Pro B aged just 16, where he earned the Eurobasket.com All-German Pro B Rookie of the Year. And Austria now need to be quick to get the last shot of this first quarter away. It's a long three, no good. And he just couldn't throw it up. And, well, it's a pretty good opening quarter for Germany there. Austria 8, Germany 20 at the end of the first.
Deutschland führt die erste 25 zu 8 nach den ersten 10 Spielminuten.
Den schnellen Pass wegzunehmen. Also bleibt in der Mitte und doppelt. Ihr bleibt in der Mitte am Anfang und dann, wenn er über die Mittellinie kommt, dann wollt ihr Ball raus.
Ey, denkt dran, immer 5 oben, 5 unten, doppelt.
Doppelt 2. Dann kommt der eine entweder hier hin oder zu 4. Und 5 ist hier für den zweiten Pass. Für den zweiten Pass. Offen.
So here are the stats from that opening quarter. You can see Austria having no luck from beyond the arc. 0 from 4 so far. Germany 2 from 4 and 5 from 11 from 2-point range. So just shooting the ball a lot better than Austria so far. And a lot of guys getting involved early on as well for the Germans. Benzing has 5, as does Bastian Doreth, but points for Saibu, Akpinar, Thiemann, Bartel. Mahalbasic leads the way for Austria. He's got 4 points. And we're now back live with the second quarter underway. Here is Robin Amaze. Now Isaiah Hartenstein. Johan Thiemann, shot clock down to 3. Really difficult right-hand hook shot. How about that for a jump hook from Johan Thiemann? And they've stolen it. Amaze now the fast break for Germany. Looking to pile on the Mishri. Well, the bucket won't count, but he will head to the foul line and shoot 2. It's been an intense start to this second quarter for the Germans. Very nearly made the shot for an and 1.
Substitution team Germany, number 3,
Well, Robin Amaze was another one who was at Medi Beirut, along with Bastian Doreth. Zach Pinar makes the free throws, and Germany's lead is just increasing all the time. 24 points to 8 now, and Austria, well, they need to be careful here. They've turned it over again. Mahalbasic called on the offensive foul. Not happy with the call. So Mahalbasic's first foul, and a chance for Germany to increase their lead even further here. Here is Dominic Lockhart. Now Akpinar, great pass out to the corner. Lockhart for 3, just short. Good work though underneath by Johan Thiemann to keep the ball alive. Thiemann comes out, sets the screen. Akpinar, the little teardrop, no good. Another offensive rebound, and the putback by Isaiah Hartenstein. Well, Austria need to try and tighten up on defense, because at the moment, pretty much a bucket every single time the Germans come forward. Foul goes on Hartenstein. So that's his second already. Foul this time on Andreas Obst. Young 21-year-olds. Plenty of young guys in this German roster, which is, well, good news for the future of German basketball as Schreiner lines up the three. Nothing really going in for Austria at the moment. Now Akpinar. Obst, good penetration, throws it back outside. Hartenstein for three, a little too much on it. A long rebound for Andreas Obst. Back into Johan Thiemann. Thiemann just goes past Mahalbasic as though he's not even there. Nice little dribble from Johan Thiemann. And the lead is up to 20. Mahalbasic just looked like he popped his shoulder there, which is worrying for Austria because he is one of their key guys. So let's hope that he's okay. Try to pass it underneath, it's another steal. Johan Thiemann. Austria yet to register in this second quarter. So the foul again. There is Mahalbasic just getting some attention on that right shoulder of his. It looked pretty innocuous, to be honest. Didn't seem to be a huge amount in it, but clearly something happens. Foul went on Thomas Kleipetz, by the way. Here is Obst, throws it out. Akpinar can line up the three. And you know the rest. Germany cannot miss at the moment. And Austria are in a world of trouble here. There's the 5 on court for Austria. Foul this time goes on Mike Zerb. Well, if they're not careful here, Austria, this game could be as good as over by half-time. They really need to tighten up on defense. They need to start getting some better-looking shots on offense. It's just been a pretty horrible start in the opening quarter and the 3 minutes or so we've played in this second quarter. He's got to use it. Another foul. So Zerb's just got to be a little bit careful. Out for three, and finally, maybe that will get Austria going as the three is knocked down by Mahmoud Agunsayb, and the lead is back to 20. Obst drives to the baseline, and the defense just has to be better. So easy for Germany at the moment to get into the lane. Schreiner throws it back out, looking for back-to-back threes. Too much on this one. Rebound by Zerb. No good this time. Agunsayb with the rebound. Now Thomas Schreiner. The three is good. And Austria beginning to purr. Thomas Schreiner knocks down the three. Zerb just decides to throw it up from the foul line. Just comes up short. Another miss for Germany. Another chance for Austria to eat into this lead, but they've turned it over. Akinpar with the steal. Now Obst. Bartel thought about the three. Decided against it. Needs some help now. Throws it out looking for Dominic Lockhart. Throws it out of bounds. So another turnover for the Germans. It was the three just a second ago. And then this one swiftly followed by Thomas Schreiner. And a timeout for Germany.
Er ist langsam und will nur für den Pass schauen. Wenn er eins rein muss, er geht beim Wurf. Er geht Wurf.
Rede mit denen, dass die auf der Seite will. Machen Sie eine Seite zu, du machst weg.
Hey Jungs! Jungs, wir spielen weiter. Es ist sloppy. Zu sloppy. Ihr müsst die Penetration, ihr müsst reden, der Defense locker sein. Die sind sloppy. Early, high, low. Next open. Early, high, low. Okay? Hey, come on now. Let's go.
Andi hat einen Schlag abbekommen.
Yeah, Henrik Rudel perhaps not too happy with the last couple of minutes from the Germans. Just allowed Austria a little bit closer. Still think they'll be pretty happy with the start they've made though, Germany. 33-14, just over 5 minutes to go. And mistakes like that, it's just a gift for the Germans. Straight back in possession. Here is Zach Pinar. Nice pass into Bartel. Bartel throws it out the three. On the way, just comes up short. And the good news for Austria is that Mahalbasic is back out on the floor, so he's clearly okay after suffering that knock to his right shoulder. Here is Klepets. Mahalbasic thought about the long two. Last touch off Austria, and another turnover. 11 turnovers for Austria already, just 4 for Germany. Just every stat is really significantly in Germany's favour. 19 bench points for Germany so far, 2 for Austria. 16 points in the paint for Germany, 6 for Austria. 7 fast break points, 2 for Austria. 18 rebounds for Germany, 9 for Austria. So almost every single stat is dramatically in Germany's favour. It's no real surprise to see them leading by 19. Half-time in the other game in Group G, by the way, and Georgia have the lead. Georgia 45, Serbia 44. That would be a pretty big upset if scores remain the same. Obviously a long way to go, but I think a lot of people are expecting Serbia to win that and win that pretty handsomely. Doesn't appear to be the case. Not quite sure what the delay is here. Well, it might just be a problem with the scoreboard, is it? You can see up there, it says that there is no minutes, no seconds remaining, so it might just be a problem with the timer. So Carlos Novas Mateo has checked in for the Austrians, the 25-year-olds. So Germany just using this delay to have a bit of a huddle and discuss whatever they wish to, and Austria doing likewise.
So 4 Minuten 36. 1 minute 36 seconds. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 20 Sekunden.
Right, it looks as though it's eventually been fixed, I think. Back to 4 minutes 36 on the game clock. That's what we've got left in this second quarter. Okay, and 20 seconds left on the shot clock as well. So back underway, Germany in possession with a 19-point advantage. Here is Bastian Dorev to Tada. Tada just sees the space, drives, and Bartel was fouled. So foul on Thomas Kleipetz, and Schreiner's back in. Kleipetz checks out. Bartel makes 1 from 2. Mahalbasic with the rebound. The lead back up to 20. Here is Carlos Novas Mateo. He's got 2 red shirts all around him. Mateo throws it out to the corner. Schreiner makes sure the ball was perfectly positioned and knocks down the 3. Couple from the outside now for Thomas Schreiner. He's got 6 points personal, 2 from 4 from the field. Benzing thought about the 3, instead gives it to Dorev, out to the corner. Tada drives, can't get it to go, and Mahalbasic grabs the rebounds. Mahalbasic manages to draw the foul. I think Germany were too pleased with that call. So another foul on Zerb, his second. And Mahalbasic will shoot a couple. He was born in Slovenia, Rasid Mahalbasic, but is of course an Austrian national. Was the tournament MVP in the Eurobasket 2009 Division B Championships. Was influential for Austria as well in their pre-qualifying campaign. He averaged 17 points a game, 6.5 rebounds a game as well. Bartel, team, and gets a little lucky. Didn't catch the ball cleanly, but the loose ball fell to Robin Benzing. Last touch was off Mahalbasic, so Germany will keep it with just 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Benzing had to throw it up, or very nearly banked it in. Offensive rebound though again from the Germans. They're continuing to dominate the glass. Dorev, oh wonderful. Couple of bounce passes from the Germans. Thiemann can't get it to go. And Novas Mateo grabs the rebound. Schreiner somehow manages to get it into Mahalbasic, and an elbow from Mahalbasic called on the offensive foul will turn it straight back over. Not going to get away with that, I'm afraid, Mr. Mahalbasic.
Substitution makes the most
So Mahalbasic checks out, in comes Rados. The lead is down to 15. is Benzing. To Bastian Doreth. The shot clock is down to 3, and the 3 is good for Germany. It's knocked down by Danilo Bartel. Nice pass out to the corner. Matteo for 3, looking to respond with one of his own. Rebound by Thiemann. Now Robin Benzing. It was a good pass from Benzing. The foul, though, goes on Davor Lamasic. So Germany will keep it. And they will head to the foul line. So third personal foul already for Lamasic. A couple of guys already in a bit of foul trouble. Lamasic has got 3, as does Klepets. He's also got 3. Hartenstein and Zerb both on 2 for the Germans. And the lead again is back up to 20 as Schreiner looks to cut that to 17. Can't get it to go, but offensive rebounds. Back to Lanega. Plays his basketball for the London Lions in the United Kingdom, does Lanega. Good pass underneath, trying to turn, is fouled, and 1. Well, they need something to start going for them out here, do the Austrians, and that was a nice move by Rados. Just about got the roll, and a chance for the 3-point play. A little too much on it. Benzing brings down the rebounds. Here is Bastian Doreth. Benzing, well, he could have penetrated there, decided to throw up the mid-range 2, can't get it, but another offensive rebound for the Germans. Doreth throws it out to the corner. The 3 is just no good. Another offensive board. They're crashing the boards in this first half, Germany. They need to box out a lot better to Austria in this second half. Now, Doreth for 3 with the shot clock down. It looked good in the air. Another offensive rebound, although a whistle has gone. Foul goes on Lanega. How many offensive boards there, though, did we have? 10 offensive rebounds Germany have had so far in this first half. 1 for Austria. 24 total rebounds compared to just 13 for the host. So certainly something that the Austrians desperately need to try and improve upon in the second half. And Thiemann makes both from the line. A couple of passionate German supporters there will be pretty happy with what they've seen so far. And 3 seconds or so between the shot and the game clock here. Here is Schreiner. Schreiner trying to weave a web. Back out to Lanega. Lanega has it stolen off him, and now Germany have about 3 seconds to try and get the final shot. They've had it stolen away from them, though. And that will be that for the opening half here in Austria. And it is so far so good for Germany, looking to go 2-0 in Group G. And at half-time, it's Austria 21, Germany 41. So here are the stats. Germany just shooting the ball better in each department. Rebounds, though, big difference. 24 rebounds to just 13. 10 of those 24 offensive. They're giving themselves a lot of second looks. And the turnovers, not good enough from Austria. 13 turnovers in that first half, just 5 for Germany. Got to look after the ball better, got to box out better, got to rebound better, and got to shoot the ball better. A lot to work on for Austria in the second half. I will leave you with the highlights of the first half. And at the break, it's Austria 21, Germany 41. Make sure you're back in around 10 minutes' time for the start of the second.
Bei Österreicher spielt, das wäre Nummer 5 Thomas Schreiner, es geht weiter mit 2 Würfen für Deutschland.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to Austria. Second half, just a couple of moments away between Austria and Germany, and so far, things not quite going to plan for the host. They find themselves 20 points back at the halftime break. Germany 41, Austria 21. The lead has been as big as 23 for the Germans. And well, there's a lot of things that Austria really need to try and work on in this second half. They need to rebound a lot better, they need to be a lot stronger underneath. They're being out-rebounded, 24 rebounds for Germany, 13 for Austria, 10 of those 24 offensive. They need to box out a lot better, do the Austrians. They need to look after the ball better, 13 turnovers in that first half to just Germany's 5. 21 bench points for Germany, just 4 for the Austrians. There are a lot of stats that aren't really particularly favourable for the Austrians. It's not as though Germany is shooting the ball great. They're 45% from two-point range and just 30% from 3. So it's not as though they've been shooting the lights out there, Germany, and yet still they lead by 20.
Diagonal und dann Rashid. Okay, wenn down, Hochdribbeln und flat. Hochdribbeln und flat, okay? Langsam und mit Struktur. Glaubt mal aneinander.
Nilo, du kriegst den Block von Mike. Du bist so. Hier. Vektor guckt, wenn er frei ist. Wir werden Druck machen jetzt. Kann mir vorstellen, dass er eventuell geht. Mike, du gehst weg. Ja? Warte eine Sekunde, ob der Vektor geht. Dann Handoff mit dir tief. Du gehst weg. Mike, du kommst zum tiefen Pick and Roll. Deine linke Hand, Wurf oder Mike runter. Spacing auf der anderen Seite. Okay? Ja? Du bist hier.
So for those of you that can speak the respective language, then you were just able to hear Matthias Zollner and Henrik Rudel's team talks there. In the other game in Group G, by the way, Serbia beginning to assert themselves now. They were struggling at half-time, but they have opened up a 6-point advantage, 65-59, with about 3.5 to go in the third quarter over in that one. And a gentle reminder to download the app that is now out and available, the Basketball World Cup app. To get all your news and highlights and videos and everything on the app to keep you fully updated as to what's going on. And, well, we want you to interact with us as well. Hashtag FIBA WC. Hashtag this is my house. So get involved throughout the entirety of the Basketball World Cup qualifiers. And, of course, the Basketball World Cup proper as well, that starts the end of August 2019. So we've still got a little while. So Schreiner to the foul line. He leads the way with Mahalbasic with 6 points each. Mahalbasic 6 rebounds as well. Makes 1 from 2. Matthias Zollner, well, I'm sure he had a few stern words to say to his side at half-time. It's Benting for 3, count it! And Benting now is up to 8. The lead is up to 22. Here's Mahalbasic trying to go to work himself, throws it back outside, Lenega. Now Thomas Schreiner. Ogenside, good penetration, and the loose ball just fell straight into the hands of Rashid Mahalbasic. And he knocked down the 2. Needs some help. Danilo Bartel is the man who offers it. Now at Bayern Munich is Danilo Bartel. As the foul goes on Mahalbasic. Well, Zerb not looking in particularly good shape there. Plays his club basketball for Bayern Munich. There's Mike Zerb, so he's not actually going to be able to take the free throw. So Johan Thiemann, his replacement, comes in and will take them in place. Zerb was initially a big soccer man when he was younger, and began focusing on basketball when he was age 12. He was with Maccabi Tel Aviv before they loaned him out to Bayern Munich, and then Bayern decided to sign him on a full-time basis in July this year, as Thiemann makes both from the line. Here is Schreiner. Shot clock is down to 3. Schreiner needs to use it, tries to get a difficult shot to go. Thiemann grabs the rebound. And now Bastian Doref for the Germans. Rolls it into Danilo Bartel. Bartel, good pass out to the corner. Benzing for 3. Another for Benzing. Big game on game day 1 with 25 points, and he's now the first man into double figures. Sorry, the second man into double figures after Thiemann, as the 3 is followed straight away by the Austrians as Orgency makes it. Here is Tada. Benzing fancies it again. Off target on this occasion, Robin Benzing. Right to the corner. Nice little feign. Pass into Mahalbasic. I don't think he was fully expecting it. And the last touch was off. Waiting to see the call. Yeah, so Austria will keep possession with 8 seconds left on the clock. Straight off the leg of Tada. Nice penetration, difficult shot, can't get it to go. And Germany will take control of the ball. So Lanega with his 3rd personal foul. Got to be a little careful. Here's Thiemann. Now Benzing. Benzing just throws one up, can't get it to go. Last touch was off Bartel. So Austria have it back, trailing by 22. Foul goes on Tada. Spent most of his career at Bros Bamberg as Carsten Tada. 2007 to 2015. He's now at FIBA Basketball Oldenburg, was a BBL All-Star as well last year. Orgency for 3 is good. And he's up to 9. And all 9 have come from beyond the arc. Only 21 years of age is young Marvin. Offensive foul. Started his career at the Vienna Timberwolves. Moved to Bayern in 2017. So timeout called by the Germans. They lead by 19.
Beruhigen wir uns mal langsam und gucken wir mal, dass wir den Ball ein bisschen besser bewegen. Ja? Wir sind im Moment in Situationen, ist ein weiten Wurf und Weste geht zum Korb. Lass das Spiel ein bisschen zu euch kommen. Okay? Wir spielen 4 unten. 4 unten. Ja? 4 unten. Hey. Das war den Counterspiel. Okay? 4 unten. Und bring den Ball runter. Ey, mach mal einen guten Cut aus der Weak Side, okay?
Well, he's certainly seen it all as a player, did Henrik Rudel. He was a 1992 Olympian with Germany and also a FIBA Eurobasket 1993 champion. Just 3 months after he won an NCAA title with the University of North Carolina. So he was certainly used to winning when he was a player. I wonder if he can bring that winning mentality to this German side. German team who got to the quarterfinals of Eurobasket just a few months ago. They did have Dennis Schroeder in their ranks, of course, who just lit the place up. They're in a group with Lithuania, Italy, Ukraine, Georgia and Israel. They finished second in that group. As Bartel is fouled and will shoot 2. Yeah, they were 3-2 after the 5 games played in the group. Went through in second position. They then played France in the round of 16. Got the better of them, 84 points to 81. Thanks to 22 points from Daniel Theis and 8 assists from Dennis Schroeder. They're 2 guys that aren't here for them. And then they eventually lost out in the quarterfinals to Spain. 84 points to 72. Dennis Schroeder with 27 points in that game. Here's Mahalbasic. Back outside, Ogenside for another 3. Off target on this occasion. Bastian Dorev grabs the rebound. Drives to the baseline. Tadad throws it straight out of bounds. Awful pass. Dorev not happy with him. Not surprised, it was nowhere near him. So Akpinar back on the floor for the Germans. They still lead by 20. Morgenside tries to throw it into Mahalbasic. Mahalbasic on the reverse, just doesn't get the roll. Thiemann with the rebounds. Akpinar again. Thiemann thought about throwing up the 3, decided against it. Benzing throws it away, straight into the arms of Ogenside, who collects the steal. Only just crossed the half court in the 8 seconds allowed. He realised in the last second that we'd better get across the line. Lanega. Now Murati steps back, throws the 2, no good. And eventually brought down by Bartel. that bench scoring stat, 23 points off the bench for Germany, just 4 for Austria, so they're really sharing the offensive loads of the Germans, whereas Austria very reliant on just a couple. As Mahalbasic's left-hand shot is off target. Well, it's so important, of course, even if they think they've lost this game, Austria, they've got to keep going because goal differential could be massive come the end of the qualifying campaign. As Bartel tries to find a way through, makes the 2. And timeout has been called. So, yeah, I mean, it could all come down to points differential come the end of the first round of qualifying. So the top 3 in each group come the end of June will be going through to the second round of qualifying. So the next couple of games will be in February, and then the final 2 games in June next year.
Next off. 5 side. 5 side für Thomas. Aber Joso Screen. Sauber mit dem Ball. Thomas, Pop und Backdoor. Backdoor. Joso raus. Pass und Low Post. Thomas, einmal. Hier, Block. Sauber Cut. Wer hier ist, Enes. Über den Block von Joso. Okay?
Get out on the weak side, you guys.
Well, Serbia have well and truly turned on the style in the other game in Group G. They now lead by 10 against Georgia. Serbia 74, Georgia 64. So it looks as though Serbia are going 2-0. Georgia will be going 0-2. Is Schreiner. The shot clock is down to 3. He needs to get it away. Instead, he just has it stripped out of his hands. And now the fast break down the other end. Saibu is fouled and will shoot 2. Took a bit of a heavy fall as well. It was actually the Austrian who came off worse. Lopez is okay. Well, 27 years of age is Yoshiko Saibu. He plays for Alba Berlin. He's really loved basketball as a kid. Age 6, he went to train for BSC Berlin. He's now with his second spell at Alba Berlin. After moving on to pastures new for a few years, decided to re-sign for them earlier this year. There is Rados. Rados has it stripped away from him again. It's another turnover for Austria. The lead is as big as it has been. It's up to 25. Saibu, the little teardrop is good. And Yoshiko Saibu makes another. The lead is 27. Schreiner. Schreiner, difficult shot to make, no good. Here's Bartel. And connects. Danilo Bartel. He's had a good game so far. Danilo Bartel, he's up to 13 points personal, 4 rebounds and an assist as well. Nearly, well, double the amount of turnovers for Austria to Germany, 16 compared to 8, and Germany nearly double the amount of rebounds compared to Austria. They've had 31, Austria have had 16, so two big stats there, which shows just why Germany are so in control of this ball game. So Lamasic continues to be perfect from the foul line. 90 seconds to go in this third quarter. Here is Akpina. This is my house, says Enis Maratti. And another one goes down, another three for the Germans. It's Dominic Lockhart. Only 23 years of age. He only made his debut a few days ago against Georgia for the German senior side. A three from miles out is no good. But the rebound collected by Schreiner, and he was fouled. Makes 1 from 2, rebound by Lockhart. Inside the final 60 seconds of this third quarter. The lead is very nearly 30, and heavy hands by Hartenstein. Well, 2 meters 13 is Isaiah Hartenstein. He's round 2 pick, 43rd overall by the Houston Rockets in the 2017 NBA draft. Was born in Oregon, but his family moved to Germany in 2008. He was actually playing in Lithuania last year. Was Hartenstein with Žalgiris Kaunas, won the league and the cup before moving over to the NBA Development League. That's another turnover for Austria. It has just not been their day today. Oh, rejected again, coming from nowhere. It was Thomas Schreiner on that occasion, and he's taken a bit of a heavy tumble here as Akpina. May have just fallen a little awkwardly. Yeah, it was Schreiner who got the first touch. Saibu, lovely bounce pass, and in the end, Mahalbasic manages to steal it for the Austrians. They want a 2-for-1. Instead, they just give possession back to Germany. And they can have the last possession of this third quarter. Bastian Doreth. Saibu now. Doreth again. 2 seconds left to shoot. He's got to get it up. Hartenstein tries to bank it in. No good, but it's another quarter in which Germany just extend, and they go on and on and on, outscoring them 23 points to 12 in the third. And with 1 quarter to go, it is Austria 33, Germany 64. So here are the stats. Austria below 30% from both 2 and 3-point range. As I say, Germany aren't exactly shooting the lights out, but Austria have just been so poor in so many departments today. It's not exactly been particularly difficult for the Germans. Germany have shot the ball quite well from 3-point range, in fairness to them, 41% from beyond the arc. So final quarter, we're back live. Austria trailing Germany by 31 points as Lockhart and Hartenstein trying to combine on the alley-oop. Schreiner, all the time in the world to knock down the 3, which he does. And Schreiner is up to 11. He's the first man in Austrian colours to get to double digits. Saibu tries to bank it in, no good. Rebound by Enis Murati. Murati, who was born in Kosovo, managed to get Austrian citizenship back in 2013. He's actually got a biology degree from the University of Salzburg. So 3rd personal foul for the young 19-year-old Isaiah Hartenstein. He's just got to be a little careful. Other guys in trouble, foul trouble that is. Lamesic has got 3, Mahalbasic 3, Lanega 3, Klepets has got 4. As for Germany, Hartenstein and Zerb are the only 2 on 3 fouls. Now the fast break, Schreiner, nice bounce pass, oh! It'll be a goaltend. It's not going to count. Thought Hartenstein had just got there in time. Here is Zerb. Now Saibu lines up a 3 and gets it. Saibu's got 8. He's 2 from 3 from the outside. Lanega. The long 2 is good. And Murati knocks it down. He's up to 4. Saibu. And another 3 knocked down. And Germany just continue to pour it on. This time it's Dominic Lockhart. So rhythmical in his shot is Dominic Lockhart. Another one of these young German kids who Has a big future ahead of him, you feel. So Zerb now with his fourth. So in comes Thiemann. Zerb takes a seat. He's having a bit of a talking to with Henrik Rudel. Hartenstein also has 4 fouls. He stayed out there. Lanegger tries to bounce a pass through to Mahalbasic. Which came off the back of the foot from Johannes Thiemann. And that time the last touch was off Mahalbasic, and Germany will regain possession, leading by 30. Serbia leading by 14 in the other game in Group G. Serbia 90, Georgia 76. Here's Bastian Dolev. Now Thiemann with a nice touch around the net. Schreiner throws up the pass to Mahalbasic, just stepped out of bounds. It'll be another turnover for the Austrians. Here is Tada to Dominic Lockhart. Lockhart throws it in, and a nice touch by Hartenstein. So any German supporters out there, the next date for your diary is Lanegger throws the 3, comes up short. Yeah, the next date for your diary is Friday the 23rd of February, as the second window of the first round of qualification games continues. In Germany on the 23rd are hosting Serbia in Germany, and then a couple of days later on the 25th of February they travel to Georgia. So those are Germany's next 2 games. Mahalbasic puts away the 2. As for Austria, well, on the 23rd of February they're at home to Georgia, and they're also at home a couple of days later, so back-to-back home games for Austria in the end of February, at home to Georgia and then at home to Serbia, as another 3 is knocked down by Thiemann this time. Throws it out to the corner, Koch for 3, no good. Offensive rebound though. Now Mahalbasic, sure, just can't get the roll on the reverse. Chance to bring it forward for the Germans. Tada to Akpinar. It's a good pass by Akpinar, but a whistle had already gone. The Maze. Now Akpinar. Germany 3 from 3 from the outside in this quarter. Now they're 3 from 4. Lockhart. Now Hartenstein. Offensive foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein, and Germany turn it over. And they'll be too concerned as the lead is up to 37. So Hartenstein is fouled out. So he will have to sit the final 4.5 minutes. The young 19-year-old, all great experience for him though. At such a young age, playing for his country, looking to try and get his side to China in August 2019. So Germany in the penalty, so Austria to the foul line. Can't make either, and it's Bartel who grabs the rebound. Omega not had a good day shooting the ball, not from 2. From beyond the arc, not great from the foul line either. Here's Akpinar. Tiemann wanted it earlier, they didn't see him, and a nice left-handed shot off the glass by Danilo Bartel. Klepets has it stolen, and he can just go all the way and slams it down with authority, Dominic Lockhart. Well, Germany have really turned on the style today. Weren't quite at their best against Georgia. In fairness, Austria have not been particularly good today, but Germany take nothing against them. They've done their bit, and it's a timeout for the Austrians.
Köpfe hoch, zusammenspielen. Spiel mal mit uns am Kurze. Spiel mal mit uns am Kurze. Spiel mal Transition. Transition. Guter Pass. Guter Screen. Or reverse mit Timing. Mit richtig gutem Timing. Richtig gutes Timing, dass wir kommen über den Handoff, dann sofort Block spielen können. Okay? Auf. Wir kennen nur halb. Was nicht passieren kann, ist, dass wir einen Übertrugen haben. Volle Zugtrainer, gehen wir. Vorwärts! Vorwärts! Gehen wir!
FIBA Basketball World Cup, European Qualifiers. Erstes Heimspiel von unserem Nationalteam. Es geht weiter mit dem Besitz für Österreich.
So the lead is up to 41. It just continues to grow for the Germans. Last touch off Bartel. I think Bartel thought that it should have been German ball. Referee disagrees. Great pass out to the corner by Koch, and an offensive foul.
Offensive foul auf die Nummer 7, mit seinem 5. persönlichen Foul. 5th person foul Nummer 13, Austria. Viel kommt dazu mit der Nummer 13,
It's quite nice for Henrik Rödel, the German coach, that obviously he's been involved with the German team for a while. He was the assistant to Fleming, Chris Fleming, who was in charge beforehand. Here is Klepets. Klepets for three, it's good! And fouled! And the chance for a 4-point play for Klepets. Well, he's not shot the ball particularly well today. He'll remember that. And he does indeed make it a 4-point play. So back comes Carlos Novas Mateo. Just under 3 minutes to go. Akpinar was the BBL best German young player 2016-17 was Ismet Akpinar. Thrown it away here. Now Lanega. And another offensive foul. So another turnover for Austria. Here is Pinar, goes all the way. Nice touch by Robin Amaze, who puts away the two. Now Lanega. 1 from 4 from the field today, Lanega. He was fouled on his way up there, though. And Lanega will shoot a couple. He missed both his free throws so far today. Moved to London earlier this year, did Moritz Lanega. Started his career at the Kapfenberg Bulls. So just over 90 seconds to go. Germany 85, Austria 47. So 3 from miles out by Robin Amaze. It's quite amazing how good these guys are under no pressure. So Rados collects his 4th foul. Here's Akpinar. Akpinar with a shot clock down to 3, throws it back outside. The 3 for Thiemann is just short. And the rebound collected by Ogensieb. Germany will keep it, though. Lanega. Klepets. Now Ogensieb turns down to 3, drives, penetrates and makes the 2. Good aggressive running from Marvin Ogensieb. Saibu. Akpinar, what a pass that was. Good hands as well from Thiemann, who tried to find Dominic Lockhart, who did eventually pick up the loose ball and puts away the dunk. Ogensay for three, just comes up short. Last touch was off Lanega, so Germany will have it. Well, all credit to the Austrian fans, they're still shouting defense as the three is knocked down again by Ismet Akpinar. Just no respite here from the Germans, and that will be that. They're just going to let the clock tick down, and that was a mightily impressive performance by Germany. They scraped to a 9-point win over Georgia on game day one, but this was much more like it. It finished Austria 49, Germany 90. Well, a bit of a lesson for the Austrians. They certainly weren't at their best today. In a number of aspects, they were just not quite at it, and Germany more than took advantage, which you've got to hand good credit to the Germans for doing so. But back to the drawing board for Matthias Zollner and his Austrian side, who are now 0-2 after losing out to Serbia on game day one. And Germany moved to 2-0. Serbia, by the way, did beat Georgia in the other game in Group G. That finished Serbia 105. Georgia 87, so Serbia really stepped it up in the second half after a nip and tuck first half. But Germany will be delighted with the results, and now they can look forward to the next window in February, when the teams will come back and do it all again. Here are the stats. You can see Germany shot the ball pretty well, 53% from two-point range, late 40% from three. 20 more rebounds as well for Germany, 14 of those offensive, only 4 offensive rebounds for Austria. 23 turnovers for Austria, 14 for Germany, so they just didn't look after the ball at all, did the Austrians. Schreiner led the way with 11 points, Mahalbasic with 7 rebounds. Thiemann had a really good game, he finished with a double-double, 17 points, 10 rebounds. Bastian Doreth with 5 assists. 3 steals each for Mahalbasic and Dominic Lockhart as well. So Schreiner, Ogensay and Mahalbasic all with double digits for Austria. Thiemann, Bartel and Benzing. Benzing didn't quite follow up his big 25-point game on game day one, but still good enough. Here is how Group G stands then after the second game. Serbia and Germany 2-0. Georgia and Austria 0-2. So it's Serbia and Germany leading the way. Remember, the top 3 go through to the second round late next year. The final first round games being played in June 2018. So there's still a couple more windows to go. As we take a look at the highlights from this second half, and well, I mean, Germany just came out quick. In the third quarter, they outscored Austria 23 points to 12. They started slowly in almost every quarter, did Austria. They only managed 8 points in the first quarter. Germany raced out to a 12-point lead. And of course, you've got to remember Germany doing this without a number of their key guys. So that's certainly encouraging for Germany, that they still have the likes of Dennis Schroeder and Taste as well. And Paul Zipser as well, of course, who I'd forgotten about at the Chicago Bulls. So plenty of guys still to come back for the Germans. But, well, as for Austria, they just need to improve on a number of things. And Mahalbasic said before these qualifiers started that he thinks Austria could be a surprise package, a bit like Iceland. Well, they're going to have to increase their level by some distance if they are going to become a surprise package in these qualifiers. This was the dunk by Dominic Lockhart. There was just no respite at all from Germany. They just kept piling it on. And in the end, a very comfortable victory for Germany. 90 points to 49 it finished. We'll be back in February for the next round of games. Thank you ever so much for your company this evening.